It's like when
You
you
know where
do.
I got it from? Cheerleading.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, you know how like, you know like how like a minister, they voice develop and they
Rising
they get
from.
that, yeah. Like listening to you talk like on the mic, it don't sound like I don't want to hear her talk. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, shoot, what else she got to say? You know what I'm saying? So like, it happened. You said it started when in cheerleading. So when you first started hosting, what was that like for you? Like, what made you find yourself in like hosting? Just getting on the mic, period. Because I didn't know. I known you for a while, and I just didn't know. I didn't know that was in you like that until I discovered it, and I was like, oh, it's not like
I
Tanisha
think
dope.
when we have family functions, I was always the one to want to get everybody together,
Hmm.
and they be like, "It's boring. Let's do something." And I see something and want to do it with my family, and then it went into, like I said, church. Like you said, church. It
Hmm.
went into that because we would get together as young kids. We would have to try to get something to do, and we
Hmm.
would play church at the end of service,
Okay.
and it was just always it was just always fun to be the one at the microphone.
Hmm.
So and then I went to when we was at church in the youth department. I would always be the one emceeing or whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
So that went on. They saw us playing like that, so they actually did it for a service. And then
Okay.
it was just that in my mind, sitting down watching, being in a program, I could be like, hey, we would have did such and such, or that would have been dope if
Right.
we would have
Yeah.
did such and
Yeah.
such.
Yeah.
So when I was
Yeah.
able to get a chance to do so, one time I took off with it, and my sister was like, "You ought to do this all the time," and that's where it came from. They were just like, "You should do it all the time." I'm like, of my two sisters, I'm in the middle, but I'm the most vocal one.
Okay.
So whatever they thinking, they'll put it in me, and then I'm the one
You'll
that
bring it to
shouted.
life. Yeah. So just fast forward again to the event. Give me the ins and outs. Like, how hard was it? Was it difficult putting an event together? Like, what was it like for your
In
mindset?
my mind right now,
Yeah.
it'll never happen again. No
Why
sense
not,
in
yo?
Quran for real. Like I went to people with the idea. At first, now Siobhan straight off the muscle, she was like, "Hey, if you want to do it," she said, "I'm yeah." She said, I got to tell you, I got a whole lot of stuff going on, but I pay half on whatever you got to pay
Hmm.
for the venue if that'll help you out." And I
That's
was
dope.
like, "Yeah," and I said, "And I promise you'll be the only clothing and jewelry in there." Just to give you the boost on your sales or whatever the case may be. And she was like, "Well, I'm down for it." But I didn't know the load that the other half would take. Like, my sister was like, "You just need a committee. Next time, you just need a committee." I was like, "Next time, I want to be in somebody else's stuff." Because it was just hard.
And I understand that, but I think that's what make us stronger. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just say this, like, I feel where you coming from 1,000%. Like, but it gotta be you. It gotta be you.
You know,
Yeah.
I've had, no lie, maybe 10 calls this morning that was like, "I know you told me you weren't going to ever do it again, but Tanisha," she was like, "we need it." She was like, for real. She was like, "We need it." She was like, it was something that you saw all ages in there. It was like, it was no one sided, I got to get a baby. So, no, those people brought their
Yo,
kids.
I talked about it. I said I ain't mean to cut you off, but I talked about it. I was like, yo, it was the thing about it that made it so dope is the music was predominantly clean. It was like kid friendly, and there were no egos in the building.
That was my whole thing
Nobody had an ego.
from the
That was
beginning.
fire for me.
From the beginning. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm not the type of person to want anybody to stay down or under me. If my friend goes up, I'm cheering her all the way from up there from down here because
Hmm.
I know sooner or later it's my turn. It's just not my turn
We
right
all
now.
bosses, yeah.
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 So I mean, when I went into it, it was a networking event. You come, put your like, cause I told her, I said, "You ever been on the road and saw a salon or a barbershop and was like, I wonder if they could do hair and nail." This was your time. Get up there, and when you're done, pass out your flyers. It's a networking event. I had a couple of stylists that was like, "Well, what I get? Exposure,
Hmm.
free advertisement." You getting three cities in
Entertainment,
one, and you coming
all of
for a
that.
good time. I said, and then we're supporting all these black, and I love the fact that we were able to have all those black entrepreneurs. Because it's one thing to say I sell something, but to get behind the table and look people in the face and try to sell your product is something totally different. So that was my whole goal. My goal was to get everybody on a level playing field where whether your business just started or your business has been out there for years, you now have the chance to collect new clientele right then there.
Right.
And a lot of people did because most of my clients came and it was like, I found some skincare for my skin, or I went down to Walker's Market and got that vinegar I've been looking for, and or this girl was selling this cheesecake, and I ate all the head sitting down, so I made sure I had another one to take home. So it made me feel good that those people were collecting new clients. You don't know; they be like, "I want that cheesecake I had last week." Call up. How much is it to get another cheesecake?
Yeah.
There's a sale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It
And
starts somewhere.
most events like that, people don't really be. You got the people that do it for the vendors, but just to make money off the vendors.
Right, right.
And you know what I'm saying? Like the vendors don't align with the event. Every vendor aligned with the
It
event.
did. It
You know what
did.
I'm saying? Like every vendor aligned with the event.
Not to mention Becky with her bargains. How how many times you
Becky
go?
with the bargains.
That's the one that had the toilet paper, paper towels, and the
Oh yeah. Shout out to Becky with the bargains because I definitely got me a basket from
Listen.
her. It's in the car right now. Like all the essentials. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
I would go through Dove soap like I don't know what, and then you go to the store and you're gonna pay $8.99, $9.99
Yeah.
for a bottle not big as anything.
Mhm.
I got 4 for $12.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Becky with the bargains is
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I bought a crab cake sandwich. I got a lot of stuff myself,
My
man.
client came over. She said, "Girl, I just left from over there at Shamon. I done spent $600." And I was like, "That's dope.
That's
Like,
super dope.
that's
Yeah.
dope." And it's not nothing for me to take credit for. I just wanted to get them in the building
It was an
together.
amazing event.
I
Like,
really
you
enjoyed
did
myself.
an
After the
amazing
fact,
job.
I was able to. I can't wait to see a video because you never.
Oh, I
sit-
can show you before you leave. Too.
Okay, you never sit still. So you know what I'm saying. It was just like, and then the girls that I had only came by accident, and I don't want to put a sour note on it, but I ended up having to make up more for me to do because I had so many people that fell off. Like when I announced it in October, I was like, I'm so excited. I went from Virginia Beach to Suffolk, and I was like, I got to get everybody together because these people I know separately would be so great together. They came in on, I had 17 strong in October. November came, I had maybe a good 8. December came, I had 4.
Ouch.
January the 3rd came, I had 2.
Come on, man.
January 10th came, I had none.
Wow.
And it was not, and
I
it's
can
not,
understand
I
the
know,
stress level.
Yeah,
Every
like
time
this.
somebody dropped, the stress level.
Yes,
going up.
yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, I sat down one day and I was like, God, I said, my mom was like, maybe you should just postpone it. And I was like, Ma, I don't feel like I should. At this point, like, it's not giving me failed right now. Like, I don't want to postpone. So I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, still go on with it. So I sat down and I prayed and I you know what I'm saying, asked for direction. And with everything I got from him, it was still go.
Yeah.
No matter what it was still go. So as I went and grabbed anybody I could that would rock with me. Shout out to my niece and her friends, and both nieces brought their friends along. My husband, my son, and they rocked out 2 sets
It was so dope. Yeah.
perfectly. You would have thought we practiced for years.
Yeah, it was so dope.
We practiced one day.
For real.
That day in the auditorium together.
So tell me tell me the ones who, and we want to shout them out too. The ones that just popped into the, the scene of like they came because you needed them type. Because you said like you had this many people, you ended up with just none. You ended up with like
my models or the hairstylists.
like just all across the board because it was from 6 to 9, And so you had to make the people that you had to use to make up for the people that tapped out.
Well, see, you're taking 69 as my people. 69 is other hairstylists.
Okay.
The only shop that stuck in my hair show was Kingdom Cuts,
Okay.
the barber shop, which is really sad because all the people that I wanted to be there were dope. Like they do hair so great. Like I really wanted everybody to see their work. Won't because I needed them to make my show big because it was going to be big anyway because God told me so. But I wanted everybody to see what I saw in them because I was started doing hair under Princess Dickinson at Princess Palace.
Okay.
CJ was 4, so it had to be over 20 years ago. And I watched her take a afro head, and that lady left out with hair short, slayed, laid, curls in every direction. And that was amazing to me how she formed that head out of chemicals and heat. And that lady went for 2 weeks like that. So I had no hairstylist that stayed with me besides Kingdom Cuts. None.
Oh man.
None. But my models, I gotta shout out Alicia Wiggins, my niece,
Okay.
and she brought her 2 friends, Marvette Baker and Tara, and my little niece, my baby sister daughter, Katrina's daughter, Kylie. She's a dance girl at King's Fort, and she grabbed 3 of her friends up and told them come on.
Yeah.
And then
okay.
one of my cousin's friends, Samantha Jones, she jumped in. She said, "T, whatever you need me to do, I'm here." And my husband and my son, it was like, "Ma, I got you." And we went on and we sat down for 20 minutes and put what you saw together
Come on.
to make
man.
make sure we had a good show.
Shout out to the support.
Yeah, DJ Mark put me some music together. He said, "Tell me your vision. What are you trying to do?"
That
And I
sound like
told
mine,
him.
too.
And he put it together. I had to run him down to get it. But he gave it to me. And I appreciate him so much. Mark,
Yeah.
he stepped in when I needed him to, and I appreciate it. And he made sure, no matter how much I fuss, he made sure that show kept rocking. And I appreciate it. We had a great time.
Yeah.
I have been getting so many calls, so many text messages
was
about how
dope.
they had a good time and they don't want it to be the last. But
Yeah, it was dope.
right now, I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, it was dope. Let's say spring break or summertime, you gotta pop out with another one. You know what I'm saying?
It
We're
was
gonna put
so
we're gonna do a
fun.
poll or something, y'all, and just you know what I'm saying, cause she gotta pop out with another one for sure. You can see your pros and cons stuff you might wanna adjust for the next one, but overall, like I don't want you to have in the mindset like, you know what I'm saying, you don't wanna do it because I think now, like, you setting that tone and people seeing how well it turned out. It was just for me the energy in the building. The energy in the building was so pure. Like everybody was so gracious. Everybody was so supportive. Everybody was so in a line with just making sure the next person was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm up there recording. Shout out to Ebony and her husband. I was up there recording, and I said, "Yo, boy, how much the water?" He said, "I got it from somebody." He said, "Well, you thirsty?" I said, "Yeah, man." And he gave me a fresh bottle of water. I was like, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, small stuff like that. Small stuff like that, it creates a huge impact on your events.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why it's like, you can't stop them. And the fact you did it in Portsmouth. And, you know, ain't you from Suffolk, right? So you did it in Portsmouth, but you from Suffolk, and that many people showed up in Portsmouth because you got to drive down 58 to get there. You know what I'm saying? So I look at the aspect of all that, like people that travel, to come, and the venue was full. It was people.
Listen, I did not realize how full the venue was till my son had took a picture. He was on, I guess he had went outside, whatever he do, and went outside and he took a picture of the parking lot. He was like, Mom, Duke got this park packed out like it's a club night.
Yo.
And I was like, really? I was like, I didn't realize that many people were there.
When I pulled up, it was a nice amount of people. And I pulled up early in the parking lot. I was like, oh, shit, did it start yet? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cars out here. I try to beat people so I can see what kind of our freestyle ideas and, stuff like that. But like I was like, oh snap, this ain't flooded. By the time I went back outside, the whole parking lot was jumping. The energy though, man, it was the energy. T, the energy was so dope. It was
They were
just
just waiting to see what was gonna come next. Because that was my thing. A lot of people kept saying, "I ain't never been to a hair show. I ain't never been to a hair show." So a lot of my my uncles and my cousins and them, they're like, "That's for women." I said, "No." I said, "I'm telling you, it's not that. Just come, come." I'm telling you, I got a barbershop in there. Like I want y'all to come and see. It's not just for women. It's for everybody,
and then you had
and
the
everybody have a good time.
yeah, and then you had the clothes. The clothes. I had to shout out
Ashford,
Ashford the brand,
yes.
because the thing about it is, I don't know if he was supposed to be a part of the show,
Yes.
but because I remember you telling me, the fact that a lot of people dropped out. I'm sure you had to make a lot of freestyle arrangements.
Right.
I ain't know bro was like that.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like, you look for the average. Like, people want to follow what they see on Instagram or come, get the outfit they see Kim Kardashian wear or whatever. This man comes with it off the dome, like, and it's so dope. Even my son, he had on one of
I
the
saw some.
outfits.
I saw some. I wanted to wear the
Listen,
short
my
set.
son, my son was like, I don't know, Mom. I ain't putting that on. I said, put it on. Help Ashford out because he jumped in for me and he was like, I just got to get some male models. I said, I got 2 men in my house. Put it on.
I know that's right.
So CJ put it on and he was like, well, I like this outfit. I looked at Jazz with this outfit. He had the yellow socks on. He said, nah, I might not wear the yellow socks, but these pink wallabies, he was like, I'm for this. So he was like,
Nah, it was
no.
flat. Like
He was like, no, my this. He said, you walk into a room, it's an attention getter. Like you don't walk,
It's
you walk in there
flat.
with all black, like everybody else got some, you know what I'm saying, polo or whatever. He's like, but you walk in, it's an attention getter.
Yeah.
I said, that's when you have on couture. You have on something original, and
It's
that's what
fly. It
that's
was
what the
super
industry is
fly.
about,
Yeah.
making a statement.
That was fly. That dress all that was fly, but the
Yeah.
dress that girl had on that went like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, cause I had a watch session in here with a couple of people, yo. Like it's dope. Like I said, I'm gonna definitely let you see it. It's dope, man. Like the joint is dope. The whole everything was dope. The energy was dope. Your hosting is dope. The fact that you know, the thing about it is, even if it was any issues, nobody could tell.
Listen.
From the outside looking in, nobody could tell. So that's why I was like, I need to talk to you because you was about to tell me like everything, all the issues.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Look, I walked in to the building with the stage meeting the runway meeting the stage this far down. So the models gonna have to step up and step down to get on. So that was a complete go. I had to go and call the man back to get the stage pulled back
Elevated,
up.
yeah.
Then we put the skirt on. I was like, okay, we might have something going. Then we get ready. I'm getting text messages. Oh, I ain't gonna be able to be there. You're my drink vendor.
Why are you doing all of this?
Yeah, you're my drink vendor. Then I'm so upset. Tanya bad, and she ended up getting flu. So that was my sweets that were frying outside that didn't get to come. And then we're getting. I didn't have the time to get a what do you call it, a rehearsal with my people because people were coming in one by one. By the time that happened, and I was tracking heads, it was almost time for the start. So I run to the back with my sister to get my jumpsuit on, and as I'm pulling it up, and she trying to zip it, she breaks the zipper.
Oh snap!
So I tell her, run back up there. I said, get me my ending dress. I just bring me something to put on. So she brings that up, and we put the dress on, and all I could do was throw on some lip gloss and go. So there was no makeup time. There was no, you up there and all those lights. You want to make sure you powder down and you're looking fresh.
'Cause they gonna see you.
It was no time for none of that. So all I had to do was go. And Siobhan was like, well, I don't talk on the mic. I said, Siobhan, you got this. After she saw how frustrated I was, my girl took the mic and she went about her business.
Shout out to Siobhan.
When I say she went about her business, I had to peek around the corner and was like, is that her? And she was out there, yes, and we go to, and yes. I said, all right, my girl. She was doing it up. I was so proud of
You
her.
need people like that, yo.
I was so proud of her. She jumped right in it and did, and she was calling with her head on, and it was exciting, and it was, ooh, and it was and it was, you know what I'm saying? When you thought the next thing come out that was gonna be a regular, then the girl came out with the butt cheeks. And you just, hey, listen, you had to give it to her. She had it. When you thought you were gonna see that same next band set, she wowed you, baby. She wowed you. So if y'all missed it, baby, y'all missed it because she really did her thing. I was so
Hey, yo,
proud of
the
her.
joint was lit. It was lit, yo.
Yes.
And look, let me tell you who tripped me out. Twan, yo. Cause Twan liked that.
But I already knew he was gonna be forward.
Yeah,
I knew he was
Twan
gonna
liked
be
that
forward.
stage, yo. Twan
Yeah,
always
Q,
like
he
that.
stayed back, quiet. You know, he
Yeah.
didn't want a whole lot of attention.
Yeah.
But you already knew. He
Twan.
was ready for got down there and did his little shimmy. I said, yes, my boy. I said, you are something else. He had
We
his
was
shimmy
weak.
on.
Twan. I said, yo, look, that nigga had a ball right there. Like,
Right
that's his
now.
element. Like, she put him in the perfect spot.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
too cool, yo. That was too cool. Oh my God. But everybody did an amazing job. Like the
They did
models, man.
amazing.
And the thing about it, for what they was wearing, everybody posed it for it matched the attire. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
whatever somebody was wearing matched that person's personality.
Yep.
Like it was dope, man. I had an extremely good time, and it was cool because then nobody bothered me. You know what I'm saying? I was able to do my thing as well, and you see when you see the footage.
I'm so
Footage.
excited. I can't wait.
Man, the footage is. Yeah, when you see the footage, I think it might change your mind in regards to doing another one.
I
It's
hope
something to be
so.
proud about.
I hope so. Because right now, I ain't feeling it.
Yeah, it's something to be proud
You
about.
know what? And I hate feeling like that because I just felt like
Did you
the,
expect more from
I
your
expect
people you reached out to?
I expected more
We
from
can be
my
transparent.
people. I
Yeah.
expect more from my people. People I really rock with. The really people I really, yeah. I expected more from them. People I have. I know I've shown up to some people's houses because they're my people, and I did game nights and not charged them a dime. You know, and or they have something and I'm invited to, and I stay behind the table and serve food the whole time. And I don't do that to get nothing back, but just knowing that I do rock with you like that, it seemed like you would have rocked with me like that, and it hurt my
You
feelings.
show up for a lot of people, and they ain't pulled through for you. Yeah, and that was a big event. That was,
It hurt my feelings a lot.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
You alright? You alright? You alright? Like, hey, listen. Here you go. Yeah, like I can understand it. Yeah. Yeah.
This was not nothing regular. This was something that I really wanted to do, and it was way out of my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying comfort zone as in I'm scared to do it. Out of my comfort zone because I know what I got
Can't
going
do it
on
by
at
yourself.
home,
Yeah.
and I knew, you know what I'm saying. With all the people that rock with me, I can pull this off.
Yeah.
But the people that I just knew was gonna be there for me wasn't there for me, and it hurt my feelings
Yeah.
a lot. I ain't mad with them, but I just know, you know what I'm saying, how it is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but it is what it
Yeah,
is.
it's like a lesson learned type. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. It'll definitely have you feeling like,
And
you
people,
you in the you
I just, but,
you alright. You in the playing field by yourself.
and it had me feeling my kids like, well, Mom, I bet you'll stop doing for people now. And I still can't,
You
Ron.
can't, yeah.
It's
You ain't
still
built with
it's
an
still
ingredient.
not me.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna do for people, I do for people because I want to. It's not because they done for me. It's just because that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to remember what my dad used to tell me before he left or he passed away. And he was like, "You can't expect Tanisha out of Quran.
Yeah. Facts.
You can't expect him to do what Tanisha would do."
Yeah.
And I'm going to continue to do what I do and be there for people I love because that's just me. And if you never there for me, then that's on you.
Yo, the joint was so, I can't say it enough. It was so dope. And I can see it on a even bigger. That was big.
Okay, so let me tell you what my vision was. My vision was to start off the first year as advertisement. My advertising for different people, whether it was clothes, whether it's hair, advertising your business. Year 2 was going to be the year of competition, where you did your big one and put on your show to be judged and then have a competition. Year 3 was going to be have um, make sure that we have a great show, but before the show, we would have classes on that Friday night, Saturday morning. We would have classes to bring up whatever you got going on, whether it's barber, whether it's nails or whatever. We would have a station for everybody to have classes to build up something or learn something new for them to walk away with, and then have a show that night to party out what you learned or whatever. But it's just like what I was thinking and what I was feeling just got trashed. Like it, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you gotta. Sometimes the universe, I say the universe will throw you an audible. You'll think like, boom, it's gonna go this way, and then it's going that way. But then on that journey to you getting to the point where like, okay, we here, a tire go flat, fork in the road. No, but I'm using these just
Right,
metaphors because these just people
right.
pulling out. You know what I'm saying? Texting you, a button break, a zipper pop off, and through all of that you went through, the way you was able to pull that off, like it was people still in the building. They weren't even trying to leave yet because everybody was still. It was still a lot of networking going on.
Yeah, they were still networking. I came through when I saw that, and that was really dope to me. Like
I felt so comfortable, yo.
yeah, even when I was like, all right, y'all, good night. People still sitting in the chairs and there was named like this, and it was like, tell her I still want my chicken and fries, or she was over there contemplating with the girl or trying to get on what skincare go with her skin. What's her name? Tona baby. Trinity.
Yep.
Trinity was getting them scalps together. She was telling them what they needed and what oil would be great with this.
She's very
oil.
educated.
She's very
she educates.
Yes,
very well.
she does.
I ran into her in a lot of events. I'm actually shooting her in a conference like sometime this month. I want to say like 2 weeks from now, from somebody from California.
Okay.
That booked me to shoot. This will be like my second time with Trinity. I ran into her ad.
Trinity she really be on her grind, and I love that. When I seen her at the Hope of Suffolk was giving her an award or whatever, and I was like, Trinity, I'm so proud of you, and I love to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She is young, and she's an ambassador to her own brand. She has her own bonnets. People buy bonnets out the store, and this girl got her own bonnet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really dope. Shout out my my sponsors. You know what? Let me tell you.
Yeah, because I told him, I said I felt some kind of way because I ain't had my logo on them screens.
Yeah.
And I ain't get a shout out that night.
You didn't.
So didn't.
You didn't.
I said, man.
You charged it to my head and not my heart.
Yeah. I won't, man. But I said, the problem with me is when I be in my feelings, like, I say something, but anger management taught me that. Anger management taught me how to express myself without sounding offensive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I just feel better walking in a room, having an issue with anybody, whether it be heavy or light, just expressing
That's right.
how I felt. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Like with me trying to get ready, as my sister said, I need a team because I'm trying to focus on my girls in the back on top of what's going on the stage, so that everything falls in place. On top of them coming to me saying which space go to who,
Right.
and I got to think of my man who is, you know what I'm saying, who goes where and what, all at the same time of trying to make sure it was a lot. It was a lot.
Like you need like a strong assistant.
Right.
So like when you handling one thing, they come. What you need?
She already knows
I need
what's
you to
going
somebody
on.
that just ask about boom, make
Right,
sure that's
right.
straight. And somebody that.
Now my sisters jumped in, but she only jumped in at the end. So anything she didn't know, she still needed to come and ask me, which took my mind off what I was doing to go back to
Figure
the
that out.
front. Yeah, so
Gosh, oh my, it's a lot of weight.
really
It's a lot of weight.
apologize for not announcing you.
No, I'm just messing with
And
you though. I just wanted to say it because I had felt like the universe needed to hear me say
yeah,
it.
that's what's up.
But yeah, like
I
I
really
ain't tr- yeah,
apologize. That,
yeah.
and I look and I try to keep stuff written down. I'm old now, Karan. I gotta write stuff down.
No, it's all right. It's all right. You know what I'm
I ain't
saying?
young no more. My kids have
We
said
old in
that.
age, young in spirit. We still young in
My
spirit.
kids
You
have
know what I'm
said,
saying?
"Mom, you asking me that 50 million times." Look, cause I don't remember, but I gotta write stuff down. Every time I think of something, I write it down.
You drink coffee?
No,
Get you some mushroom coffee.
I keep seeing that, but I don't like coffee.
It don't taste like coffee,
Oh, okay.
but the benefits of it, like it reverses all of that.
So is
Like
that Rias or
that,
whatever? What is it?
Raz, yeah,
Yeah.
I got some, but I
Okay.
don't think I got Raz this time. I got some other kind, but yeah, the
It
mushroom
still do
coffee,
the same thing.
yeah, help with all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So you
Well,
say you got some shout outs?
yes.
Let's
All
get it.
right. The shout outs for sponsors. These are sponsors. Sponsors were to help me along financially because I wasn't able to do it by myself. And I won't scared or ashamed to say so. They were people that jumped in and they put $400 into the show without asking where it go. So in return, they got a section. They got food. That was where you saw that they had their food and waitress or whatever the case may be. They had a seat where they had to ask nobody to move over. That was for them, and they stepped in. And when I say they stepped in, the ones that I have on paper stepped in. I ain't had to run them down. I ain't had. They were there for me, and that was Crystal Banks. She was for Grateful that she has a mental health association. My own church, New Mount Joy. They have a nonprofit, Joy Story or something like that. I know I'm getting it wrong. And Renee's Bar and Grill. She jumped in and she was like, "Whatever you need me to do," I said, "Just need you to fork me some money." She said, "Here, let me sell it to you." I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
I got my cousin, Andrea Jackson, and her husband Trey
That's my dog. That's both of my
Bailey,
dogs.
and
Yeah.
her uncle Sebastian Yates. They have a mental health as well,
Okay.
and Major at Burger Bistro.
Okay. That's my dog too.
He said, "T, I'm there for you. I got you. What you need me to do? Come up here and get it." And he made sure I had it. So I wanted to shout them out because without them, I wouldn't be able to pay vendors or
Yeah.
do what I needed to do. Because I got home stuff too, on top of vendors wanting their money.
Right. Right. Right.
So they did their big one, and the vendors that were at the tables, they didn't make money for nothing. They paid me as well. So they paid to have their name up on lights for the show, and they paid for their table, 50 for each. And that was a taste of everything with my girl Whitney Wilson, and we had desserts du jour with Nicole.
Yeah.
I saw your baby mom up there with her. Because I look, and the crazy part is, I be looking at people and I be like, I can say over half of. So I've touched them once or twice in my time doing hair. Like
That's dope.
I have. Like I
That's
could be in
dope.
the store and look at a line, and I know I've touched. Whether I did more than once or not, I did their hair.
That's a powerful statement.
Yeah,
That's a powerful
yeah.
statement. Because I feel the same way about recording because I record so many people kids and now
You
along with
see them
photography,
big, yeah.
But I record so many people kids and I didn't even know, and I found out that's your daddy, or that's your daddy, or that's your mom. Oh, that's crazy! Like I went to
I
school
remember
with
doing
them.
your daughter when she first got her first piece of color in her hair.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
and looking just like you.
yeah,
With her sweet self. I love
yeah,
a chocolate baby.
yeah,
And she is so sweet.
yeah.
But my next one was Katrina Halsley. She did her face creams and skincare.
Okay.
And I had Ebony Goodwin. And she has kitchen and cocktails, and she has her bartending as well. So she handled both of them. And I had Trinity. Trinity had her hair care, and Rebecca Lewis, Miss Becky with the bargains. She had her and her twins out there handling things.
Yeah.
Shaquita Norfleet, she was there with her lashes and deals. And Jabria Harton, she came on last. She was with um Trinity. She usually do shows with Trinity, and she was like, "You got a show?" She was like, "Dang, I wish I'd have seen that." She said, "Call her, maybe you could get on." And just so happened, I had the vendors fall off, so I was like, "Hey, if you're willing to pay for your vendor table," I said, "You sure can."
I know
And she
that's right.
came with her wheels on,
Hmm.
and I appreciate her.
Yeah.
I hope to get to work with her again.
Yeah.
So, and that was my vendors and my sponsors, and I appreciate every last one of y'all.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I got, man. I just want to chop it up with you because like for a minute, I've been at events where like you hosting and you doing these games and stuff, and like for me, talking to you like this, I, I want the world, what I'm saying, to be able to see and know like the version of you that I've seen. Like they know you in the chair, and then they know you as the host, the curator of games and stuff like that. And I just want my people, and my followers to know the same thing, because like you do an amazing job. Like every time I see you, I know they about to have a good time. Like, oh yeah, they about to be entertained. Like she gonna
You
do
know,
her
it's
thing.
this lady that comes when I'm doing games and stuff. She comes and she has been at like one or two things. For some reason we like kind of like in the same circle, not in the same
Hmm.
circle, but she always ends up at one of my bookings. And she be like, she'll come in, she said, "Oh girl, we girl to have some time. That's my girl right there, the big booty girl."
You
And I
kids.
just said, "We about to have a good time." I said, "Charlotte, you don't need to come out here and be sad.
Yeah.
You could have stayed home for
So
that."
so let's get into the mindset of that, Tanisha. Not the hairstylist, but like how do you what made you get into you told me about cheerleading and stuff like that, but what goes on in the mindset of you hosting, like what how does it make you feel when you doing
It's another total high. Like, um, I love to see people having a good
it?
time.
Hmm.
My kids will tell you, if I could and feed everybody, I would always have a little get together at my house.
Hmm.
And whenever it's time for to go somewhere, I love to see people have a good time.
Yeah.
And if I'm able to control that atmosphere where people are come and just sit and look on their phone until it's time to go, to them up and waiting and seeing what's gonna happen next, I love that.
That's lit.
I love that. I love to see people have a good time, laugh, and just be unapologetically free.
Hmm.
It's a good feeling.
And I think that's what that whole atmosphere was at that event. Everybody was just free. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and so everybody with that Tanisha did I say it right?
Johnson.
Johnson. Tanisha Johnson, and I could just edit that part out. And hairstylist, host, game curator, you know what I'm saying? If y'all need a dope host, you know what I'm saying, dope hairstylist. I can't speak too much on the hair, but she's touched more than half of the 757 heads out here. Host parties, events, and stuff like that. And now, like curating her own shows, you definitely want to touch bases with her, because I could see in the next 6 months. I know you say you ain't doing it again, but I could see in the next 6 months you doing something major. I could see it.
I got a couple of bookings.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stick with that right
there you
now.
go. It's something. But I can see it though. Reason being is because sometimes you gotta believe in what other people belief is in you until that belief kick in. So even if you feel like you ain't never doing it again, if if enough people tell you to do it again, you sometimes you want to fight, because that's power within itself. Like like they said, the words of the power of the tongue. You know what I'm saying? And we already embedding that power into you already. Like it's already there. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of already written. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get you to be like, you know what? They said it. I don't want to be here today, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to be in this space. I ain't want to be here. I didn't want to be in this studio. I used to hate walking past the studio. I would come in this building and walk past the studio and like such despair. But people kept saying like, don't let it go. You can't let it go. You can't let it go. And so and then eventually it kicked in. You know what I'm saying? But I hated coming in here.
What?
Yeah, I hated it. I'm saying it with so much passion because that's how passionate I hated. Because I just was like I don't want to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what the purpose was for me or how I can impact people in this space.
So
You
you
know what I'm
don't feel
saying?
like you impact people?
Now I do.
Oh, because
Yeah,
I know you do.
yeah. Now I do. But back then,
I seen you in the club, and I think I showed it to you.
yeah, I remember that.
You were such a vibe in your own, like it was like an aura around you. You was just such a vibe by yourself. I had to break, and I don't break my camera out to nothing.
Yeah.
I broke my camera out to record you because it was just so. And I
I
had to show it.
appreciated that.
I
I
showed
appreciated
it to him. I was like, he was just such a cool vibe by himself, and I was like, oh, he is so dope. Even I was standing there like I'm ready to go, and I looked over there at him, and I was like, okay. Like, yeah, he
Yeah,
just had
yeah.
that good time, and it wasn't about nobody else.
Yeah.
It was just you.
And you know why? You know why I be like that, man? You know, we work around people that work regular jobs. You know, they working 40 hours, 40 plus hours a week. And then when they go out, I think sometimes when people go out, they forget why they came out. Like, did you come out to have a good time? Or did you just come out to watch everybody else have a good time? You earned that. If you did 40, if you just work, period, you earned the right to have a good
That
time.
time, yeah.
And that element, like this is the most non-judgment atmosphere you can be in right now. You know what I'm saying? Being a DJ.
Let me tell you somebody that feels that way. My baby sister,
Mm-hmm.
Katrina. If anybody see her out, they'll be like, "Oh, that's a principal," cause she goes completely crazy. When I say she don't need no drink, she don't need no smoke, she don't need nothing. She don't work 40 plus hours a week, and when she get ready to have her a good time, she will tear floor all to pieces.
Yeah.
From the time she get there to the time she leave. And I really and people be like, she's like a little battery. I said, that girl, listen, she released all of that stress that she done built through all the week. And I love to see her out and enjoying herself.
Do it.
Yeah.
You know, we do live in a world like where, you know, a lot of people be self-conscious about, you know, being around certain other people, about how other people view them. I didn't do it a lot.
I had one or two people that was like that. Look, I don't know if I don't like to be around everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't like to be, you don't like to be around everybody else, but can you just at that point say, I'm forgetting people. I'm here to support Tanisha because she supports me.
Mm-hmm.
But that won't important.
Yeah.
But never here or there.
Yeah.
I move on.
Yeah. You know, that's the thing about growth too. Like, you know, everybody, it could be the closest person to you, but when you start elevating, everybody can't go.
Yeah.
Everybody can't go, yo. I record so many young people, and they just be like, be times they'll come in and they start talking like, man, I think I'm gonna start cutting people off. And, you know, we had a heart to heart. I only known you an hour at a time through each session. Like, if you having conversations with your client, you might just get to know them for the amount of time you doing their hair, but in their personal life, you don't really know too much, no more than what they tell you. But you can, you know, being a listening ear could give them insight on just what they probably thought about, but just didn't act on it yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, yeah. But like I said, I won't take too much of your time. I'm glad you came through, yo. You know what I'm saying? Tanisha Johnson, everybody. You know what I'm saying? The dopest to do it. And I really look forward to you doing it again. I appreciate you for coming on my platform, Small Talk, because really that's just small talk. We ain't doing too much over here. But we doing a lot over here.
I was going to say, what?
We doing a lot over here. I definitely would want to, you know, chop it up with you again, and I look forward to you doing it again, man, because that shit was amazing.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I'm thinking about it. If I can get my team together and investors, like, I have people in my ear at the show when I'm saying I'm not gonna do it again, and they're saying they want to invest, then I just may.
Yeah, so at this point, moving forward, y'all, what we gonna do is we're gonna encourage Tanisha to come up with on her bio to come up with a donation link where y'all can donate and help fund her events moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And just lighten the load for it. And if it's any volunteers out there, do you accept volunteers?
All
So
day.
if there's any volunteers out there that feel like you can help her out in any department, definitely reach out to her, man. Where can they find you at? Social media wise.
Oh, Tanisha Almond Johnson. I'm a public page.
Is that Facebook?
That's Facebook.
Is that
Tanisha Almond
Instagram on?
Johnson. Instagram is Tanisha Halo Salon Hair Salon.
Okay.
I think
But the best place to reach you at is on Facebook.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
I ain't savvy with all of it. I ain't even gonna lie.
Nah, you alright. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
And my number's public, so everybody that needs to contact me or whatever, my phone number is 757-537-9252.
Lord, business only. Don't be contacting on no
Oh,
BS and all
don't
that.
worry.
Don't waste
My
no.
mouth real slick. I'll shut you down. It's no problem.
That's what's up, yo. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. That was real dope. Now let me let you.